Right, this is a quick video on how to do artist model. I will share my screen with you. And it is this model, artist model here. Okay, cool. So what happens is this is a Polaroid. You've got your photo in here, and I'm going to show you how to do this and get to writing and scribbling over it or whatever it happens to be. I'm going to stop sharing that. I'm going to share Photoshop. Okay, cool. So what we got is you've got your picture that you've taken, and like the artist model, we turn it to black and white. If you have a color one, you go up to image, adjustments, hue and saturation. And saturation is the color. So this is already black and white, but that's what you do for a color photo and play with this one, suck it out. Often it comes out gray when you are doing that. So then you can do, because color turns it into gray, then you can do it again, image adjustments, and this time go to levels. And here is a graph of how much blacks you have, how much grays and how much whites. So you can play around with that and get it how you want so it looks cool. All right, so that's step one. Okay, so step two is I will stop sharing that and go back to sharing the artist model. Okay, cool. So what we're doing is we need that Polaroid outside shape. So what you do is you go to Polaroids, go to Google Images, type in Polaroid photo. I put in copyright free as well, but some of these have got copyright on. So the one I'm going to click on is this one down here. I like this one. And the secret to get a big one is you go Tools, Size over here, and then large. Okay, so it's tool size large, and that's how you get the big ones. All right, cool. So I'm going to click on this. Nope, I am not going to click on that. I went too far down the rabbit hole. I'm going to right mouse click. I'm going to copy the image, and then I am going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to share that one. Okay, cool. So because I've copied it, I'm going to go to File, New, and because I've copied it, it will come up automatically on the clipboard. And so the whole idea is once this loads up, here it goes, clipboard, I go Create, and it'll come up as a separate tab. And that's the right size. I go Edit, Paste, and there it is there. Okay, cool. So you can see here on the layers that it is on top on here. So I'm going to turn that one off so we can see through, because I'm going to use the second tool down, the select tool, and I'm going to select the inside shape. On my keyboard, I'm going to hit backspace or delete, and it's going to make a hole. That checkerboard look means that it is a hole through to the other side. Then what I'm going to do is right mouse click on this one, deselect with the select tool still done. Crop it. I'm going to crop it down so I just get just the Polaroid. It's got that nice hole in the middle. And now I'm getting rid of all the background or the outside and hit the tick, and it's all gone. Cool. So what happens now is I am going up underneath here. You probably can't see it. My little picture might be there in the way, but going up the little bars, a new layer up here. You can also hit the piece of paper that's down the bottom of the new layer. Okay, so I've got a new layer there. I'm going to grab that new layer and I'm going to put it underneath my Polaroid, underneath. I then going to go to my picture that I've done. I'm going to select the whole thing, edit, copy. I go back to my one that I'm doing on here, and it's on that layer underneath my Polaroid. It's gray. That means I'm working on that one, and I go edit, paste. Now I've got my move tool at the top here. I'll make sure that I've show transformations clicked, tick boxed, and I can make this bigger, and I can move it around and get it in where I want. Okay. Now, one of the tricks is if you want to do multiple versions of Polaroids on your board, then what you'd be doing is you would be making new layers and putting them in underneath here. So new layer, putting them underneath here, just to turn the eye off here so you can't see it, putting some more, and then that's how you do the Polaroid just once and have these multiple images in here. Now, if I want to do text over the top and all the scribble, I go on the top layer, I go new layer again, and I'll put it on top. And then what happens is I can do the typing. So this is my text tool. It's going to pop up on top on that new layer, and I can type in what I want. I personally like courier. If I want to change the color, it's this color one up the top here, and you just highlight that and go, I don't want it red, I want it to be black, and it's black. Okay, so that's how you do that, and it's a separate layer that you can still move around. The scribbles that are in the artist model, make a new layer again, and then you've got your pen, which is or pencil over here. I would go up the top here, make it hardness 100%, size, keep it pretty small, and then you can just scribble over the top of it like your artist model does, and or you can get scribbles off the internet if you'd prefer that. Okay, last little step is you've got all these separate layers. To bring them over into your board, you go up to these little file over here, little lines again, and you go down to merge visible. It all becomes one layer that you can then get the select tool, go over the top, edit, copy, edit, paste. So that's how we do that. Okay, that should be it. I'll stop sharing that. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.